I always talk about team situations. Team situations can hurt players. Team situations can help players. Brandon Ingram, Devin Booker comes to mind. Brandon Ingram got traded from the Los Angeles Lakers, gave him a fresh new start, gave him the opportunity to showcase his ability and his talent. He dropped 40 points, and everybody's all shocked. But I'm not shocked because Brandon Ingram has become the number one option with the New Orleans Pelicans. And also, Brandon Ingram it's been a blessing in disguise since Zion Williamson got hurt and is out for 6 to 8 weeks because Brandon Ingram gets to be the focal point of the offense. If Zion was still there, Brandon Ingram may not be doing some of the same things that he's doing right now. And a lot of people who are saying, how come the Los Angeles Lakers didn't keep Brandon Ingram instead of Kyle Kuzma? They couldn't because David Griffin wanted Brandon Ingram. Everybody knows how talented and gifted and the potential that Brandon Ingram had. So they had to give up Brandon Ingram. That's beside the point, though. Going back to team situations, we seen Brandon Ingram play with the Los Angeles Lakers, and we saw a guy that didn't really mesh well with LeBron James, but it's LeBron James. So, of course, you're going to trade Brandon Ingram, even though he has a lot of talent, he has a lot of potential. But you have a chance to get Anthony Davis, you got to do it. So Brandon Ingram goes to play with the New Orleans Pelicans. Jrue Holiday, who went from point guard to the shooting guard position, because that's his position he feels more comfortable with. He's playing the off guard position, meaning that he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands all the time to be successful. So he's fine with letting Brandon Ingram have the ball in his hands a lot, create offense, and let them run the offense through Brandon Ingram. And Lonzo Ball is a pass first point guard, so he's comfortable giving the ball up as well. So Brandon Ingram's in a perfect situation where he gets to showcase his talents and ability. Now, I will say it's been a quite change in narrative when it comes to Brandon Ingram since he's been playing with the New Orleans Pelicans. And we went from Los Angeles, when he was playing with the Los Angeles Lakers, everybody was all mad. And everybody was kind of saying he's not going to reach his full potential and he's good, but we don't know how good he's going to be. And then he goes to play with the New Orleans Pelicans. Everybody's a fan of Brandon Ingram. A lot of it has to do with a lot of people hate the Los Angeles Lakers and hate LeBron James. And a lot of it also has to do with the media likes to break a guy down to build a guy up. But that's beside the point. Brandon Ingram is playing well. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's showcasing his talents and ability. I'm glad he's getting the opportunity with Zion being out to show like, yo, I can be the number one scoring option now. Will it translate to wins? I have no idea. But that's brings me to another point and another player who a lot of people owe an apology to is Devin Booker, because Devin Booker was the superior talent. This guy that showcased to the entire world that he's one of the best players in the game, but people were saying his game doesn't translate to wins, saying that he's overrated. He's putting up empty stats because he has nobody on his team. And now we're seeing the Phoenix Suns with a roster and a organization that has finally found the right coach in Monty Williams. And we're seeing how successful Devin Booker is and how great of a player Devin Booker is. And that's when I go back to team situations. It was never Devin Booker's fault that he didn't have the right team around him. They don't have the right coach around him. Sometimes a player's success is predicated on the team situation that they are put in. Sometimes when players are put in bad situations, they're not going to be as successful. But you had Devin Booker who was being successful even though he was in a bad situation, and you still had people trying to attack him and say his game was overrated because of the situation that was built around him. And I tell people all the time, this brother was talented. This brother's a top 3 shooting guard in the league. But team situations, the media narrative, it goes up and it goes down. So now we're seeing Brandon Ingram shine. We're seeing Devin Booker shine. But once again, like I've always said, I'm going to keep saying it. Team situation plays a huge part in the success of a player, whether it's positive or negative. We've seen both sides with Brandon Ingram and Devin Booker.